Hi guys, so it's like 5 in the morning. We've had a pretty rough night's sleep, but we're here at St. Finbar's cemetery in Cork, and we're going to have a look at some of the monuments and statues. So let's take a look around. Right, so just inside the gate, not too far from the entrance, we have 3 beautiful statues. We have an angel here. In loving and affectionate memory of my beloved and darling mother. And it looks like Hannah, I think. Hannah Sutton. And on the other side it says, in loving memory of Robert Vincent Sutton, physician and surgeon of Riverview, Cork and Vine Cottage, Newport. March 1935, when Robert passed away. A beautiful angel pointing to the sky. And right beside the Suttons, we have the Maloneys. Very similar statue. And it's Mary Maloney, 1914, and she was 75 when she passed. Now directly opposite we have like a little mausoleum. We have some sort of a crest over the door. And inside we actually have an altar. I don't know whether I get a good shot of it. You can see the stained glass windows there. And then that's the altar. We have these little steps going up just there. You might see them just there. Little steps up to the altar. And that's the altar there directly in front of you. I can't see any name on it. There is some sort of writing just to the side there, but unfortunately I can't read it. But beautiful stained glass there, and it looks like there's actually a bit of damage done to it there as well. So we have lots of crosses in here on both sides actually, and we have 2 mortuary chapels as well. This is Daniel, and he died, hopefully I'll be able to read it. He died at his home, it says, but I can't see a date. But on the other side then we have Joan, 1934. So just over here we have a beautiful cross. There is a bust on this cross. I don't know whether we're going to be able to read it. It looks like Cormac. I'm not sure what the writing is there, but a beautiful cross up the top of it. It actually looks like it is in Irish writing. But it's definitely Cormac. But I'm not sure of the surname there. And I've actually noticed that the cross beside it is also in Irish. That is a beautiful cross, very unusual. The style on it, all those Celtic designs. Now I might be able to pick it up in edit, hopefully. I actually don't even see any kind of date for Cormac there, but interesting. Right, so we'll try and make our way back out again. As I said, we've two mortuary chapels here. We'll get back out onto the path. We have two statues here of our Lord. Hemsworth is this one. And beside Hemsworth is I can't really read that. Hegarty, I think it is. Once again, the writing is very, very hard to read, so I'm not sure of the dates on it. It is actually quite cold. Now we have more beautiful statues here. My dear husband, William Fell, late of Queen's Hotel, Parnell Place, Cork, 1924, aged 67, and also of Bridget Fell, beloved wife of the above, who died the 4th of September 1940, and then Dr. John A. Gus Ryan, 1974, director of the Cork Blood Bank. Now I'm going to try and get a better shot of that statue. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have this gorgeous one. And this one has rails around it. But because it's under the trees here, it's completely covered in like a green, which makes it impossible to read. I can't see anything on that at all. Very, very hard to read. But it is absolutely beautiful. Now you'll have to forgive me because, as I said, it's 5 in the morning, so the sun is just starting to rise. So it's still quite dark. This looks like it was a bishop or a canon or something like that. Look at that. Now the thing I've noticed about this place is it is very hard to read anything, isn't it? It's almost impossible. This is Casey In loving memory of her dear father and mother, Patrick Casey, 1913, age 76, Hannah Casey, 1917, age 70. And you can see the name Casey there wrote. Now, quite an unusual one here. Richard Lavers died July the 9th, 1862, aged 50. Isabella Lavers, his daughter, 1882, aged 32. And it's almost like a blue colour. Lavers, the name. And it's almost like, I don't know, is it an urn with like a flame coming from the top of it? But beautiful churches here. So we have a pillar here. And we'll take a look at that one. Thomas Justly Green Chatterson, Esquire of Devonshire Place, Youghal. He departed this life May 1884. Son of the late Major Chatterson, Inniskillen, 27th Inniskillen Regiment, and grandson of the late General Sir William Green. So it's one of those half pillars. So some say it's for a life cut short, and others say it's the last line of the family to be buried. But I just want to take a quick look at this lovely angel again now that we have the torch. Might just help a little bit because it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure we're going to get in that far, but yeah, that is lovely. Absolutely beautiful. And then this one here as well, just to kind of throw some light on them. It gives you a better look. Now, look at these here. Another beautiful marble monument. This is the Barretts. And unfortunately, oh no, we will be able to read it. William Thomas Barrett, 1827, died March 1892. And then we have Ellen Bridget Barrett. She was only 27 when she passed in 99. And then Sarah Barrett passed in 1906, aged 72. That's a gorgeous marble monument, and the rails around it then as well, all marble. Now let's look at this one. This must have went underground, I'm presuming, and this is like a vent. I'd imagine so. I've seen these before, once only in Youghal. It was a crypt as well. The burial place of James Adams, Nicholson and family. Now look at that. I'm going to try and zoom in as well. These are actually so tall, I'm not going to get a really good image of them. But that is beautiful. Wow. It's kind of like a pink colour, but it would have had rails around it. And I am presuming that that would have been the entrance here. Or maybe behind it, I'm not quite sure. But that certainly looks to me like it's a vent, yeah. And as I said, I did see one of those before in Youghal actually. Look at that for a mortuary chapel. Absolutely gorgeous. Almost looks like it's from a fairy tale, doesn't it? Wow, look at this one. Family burial place of James Cleary, Esquire. And I wonder would this have been a crypt as well, maybe. We have marble pillars here. We have a Kate Cleary, 1912, aged 74. And John W. Cleary, 1915, aged 87. And Catherine Cleary, 1882, aged 77. And you can just see how huge that is. Now this church doesn't actually look like it's even used anymore. It's full of like cobwebs and stuff. And just have the doors there. Yeah, it's definitely not used. 1886, established the Corporation of Cork, opened St Finbars, it looks like it says there. But it's strange that those are not used anymore, isn't it? And I doubt this one is being used then either. This place is massive. Yeah, this one looks like it's completely locked up as well. Yeah. I just kind of know, even looking at the windows, that it's just not being used, is it?
Sir John Benson is there.
Sir John Benson, wow. Now, let's have a look over here. We have an anchor on this one. William Parker Taylor, Fleet Raymaster, or sorry, is it Paymaster?
Paymaster.
Fleet Paymaster, Royal Navy, who died March 1891, aged 54. It looks like deeply regretted by his sorrowing wife and family. That is a beautiful headstone. So I'll just give you an idea on how large it is here. We said we'd just come in and show some of it. The more kind of, I suppose, the bigger monuments. This is John Robinson. And it says Nanny there, his beloved wife. 18 something, very hard to read that one as well. The size of the tree there. We have a huge memorial here in memory of Michael Campbell, 1868.
Gamble.
Or Gamble, is it? Just there. There's some rails here, but looks like some sort of tomb slab, I'd believe. Another angel just up here. This is the O'Driscolls Loving memory of my dearly beloved wife. And Anne, 1900s, aged 42. And the one behind it then is a memory of James McCarthy, 1887, erected by his sorrowing wife. Another huge memorial here in loving remembrance of Richard Brash, 1879, and it says, whom God took, January 1879, aged 57. He was a fond husband, a sincere friend, an ardent lover and contributor to the history of Ireland, and his beloved wife Jane, then 1913, and it says reunited. So I've just spotted this one. It says, the Hodder Fault, 1871, A.W.A. Wood, died November 1871. So obviously it must have went underground here. Lovely. Another marble one with those vents. Look at that. We've two of these, one on either side. It says 1904. Very hard to read that. In memory of my beloved husband Thomas.
Isabel Lunham.
Erected by Isabella for her husband Thomas Lunham, who entered into rest at his residence. 1904, is it? Age 65. Look at that. We have a shamrock then there as well. But those vents are really, really unusual. So there must be a vault. There must be a vault there. Some of these are broken. Another beautiful one here. And you can see that it's got a huge hole at the side of it there, with some broken headstones just there, and another one here. Family vault of Richard Bell Robinson, is that right? Yeah, Bell Robinson, 1874. So another vault here. And you can hear the crow in the background there. Another one with kind of like an image on it. Memory of Raymond D. Vericourt. Oh, look at that. Beard, the whole lot there, in his suit.
Bow tie.
And his bow tie. who filled the chair of modern languages in Queen's College, Cork, from the year, I'm not sure what that year is, until his death. The president and professors with other friends placed a stone over his grave. Wow. So nice to see the information wrote on his grave there. Ooh. I'd imagine these two were vaults. That is where it would have been filled in for this one. Another beautiful statue here. The burial place of the Hobart family, erected by Nathaniel J. Hobart, MD, in memory of his beloved wife Alice. She died in 1884, aged 43. To the inexpressible grief of her husband and children. Wow. A beautiful statue there. I'll just zoom in. And then Nathaniel is there as well. He died in 1959. Now, we have a noisy crow, but there's an urn here, or what looks like an urn, that we'll have to take a look at. Has rails around it as well. Oh, look at that one. To the memory of Charles Armstrong, Harvey, BAMDM, I think it is, who died the 15th of December 1891, aged 41. He was physician to the
to the lying in and fever
Hold on now.
hospital.
He was physician to the Lying In and Fever Hospital, South Centre City Dispensary District, and surgeon home for incurables. Something else there as well. Extern physician, South Infirmary and County Hospital. This monument was erected by his personal friends and medical colleagues as a token of their regard and affection, and to mark their deep and sincere sorrow for his early death, which was caused by the overzealous discharge of his professional duties, especially amongst the suffering poor. Wow. So he was a physician to the Lying In and Fever Hospitals. That is amazing. And I love that they have wrote all of that there. Sacred to the memory of Louisa, widow of John Fennell Harvey, died June 1887, and also Charlotte Louisa Harvey, their beloved daughter, 1902, I believe that says. So Charles Armstrong Harvey was quite an amazing man and helped the poor as well. Now, I know you can hear all those crows as they wake up for food, I'm sure, but they are particularly noisy this morning, and maybe we have disturbed them a little bit. But down here, my feet are wet now, but down here we have a beautiful white marble monument, but we'll have a look at this one first. This is gorgeous. Look at that. Now we'll see if we can read anything. Sacred to the memory of Mary Jane
McBride.
I think it's McBride, who departed this life 1870. Age, I think it is 55. Also her son, John McBride, beloved husband Jesse Tate, who died at Fermoy, age 65, 1929, and her daughter Mary McBride, 1941. That to me looks like a pigeon. That is fantastic. Look, even the feet, the detail. Absolutely amazing, isn't it? And it's like iron and then maybe marble in behind it. But very, very unique in the sense I have never seen one like that. Now, this is the white marble one. In loving memory of Terence Terry McCarthy, sculptor, Elizabeth House, Sutton Road, who died the 25th of October 1972. His daughter Anna, 1982, and his wife Nora, 1984. His son Charlie, sculptor as well, 1989. Isn't that beautiful? Now beside the McCarthys we have Dr. Sally Wolfe, medical missionary in China, 1915 to 1951, born Skibbereen 1885 and died in Cork City 1975. Wow, that's amazing. But just again to show you how huge St. Finbarrs is, and we're only really here to show you a few of the memorials that are in here. This is a beautiful one as well, white marble, Murphy's, erected by Daddy and Mammy in loving memory of our darling children, Kathleen, Bridget Murphy, who died the 29th of December 1921, aged 1 year and 11 months. Con died the 13th of February 1923. Tommy died the 1st of September, 1938, and their father died the 4th of January 1941, and their mother then May 1980. And then May is there as well, another daughter. She died in 2005. Thy will be done is wrote on it there. And then just behind here, in loving memory of Mary Spillane. (1907). A beautiful statue there. She's holding flowers or a wreath maybe. And there's Bridget here as well, 1906, age 35. Wow, the birds are really singing it up. Right, try and make our way full of grass now. Down here maybe. Looks like the grass was probably only cut yesterday, but they've left the cuttings. But the smell of it is lovely. Another beautiful angel here. Sheehan, it looks like, 1952, aged 90. I think it's Evelyn Sheehan. Gorgeous white angel. And then we have this burial place. The deceased members of the Daughters of Charity. We've all these little headstones in here. And that lovely silver rails. And then we have sisters there. Anything from 1919 right down to 1951.